Hi, everyone. Okay. Here we go. We're trying to get a solid start today because I'm hoping that this is going to be a very special episode. So I'm getting my comments pulled up here, and we'll officially kick off in about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So if you want to fast forward, if you're watching the replay, feel free. Otherwise, we'll get going in just a moment. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous for today, too. Okay. Turn that on. And there. All right, can you hit that light?
I can.
Alrighty. So we're good to go. I'm streaming to the correct channel today. Okay.
Oh, are we live?
We are live.
Oh.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Should I have given you a warning?
Yeah, maybe a little bit would have been great.
Sorry.
I mean, we're early, so.
We are. I just want to. Okay. All right. Just because you're embarrassed doesn't mean you need to insult me. Anyway, hello. I want to explain, if you were looking for last week's episode on Facebook, that was me. I have a separate Baby Talk page where I, put all these live streams because that's what it was for. I'm not one of these people that makes my personal Facebook page my, live stream. I'm not an influencer. I don't even know. It is what it is.
She's an influencer.
Oh, babe.
You influence us every day at home.
It's real sappy around here today. Very sticky. Okay. So anyway, last week I accidentally live streamed to my personal page on Facebook. So as soon as I realized my error afterwards, I took that down and hid it and re-uploaded it to the Baby Talk page. So if you're looking for it, it is there. But just like all of my episodes, it's available on YouTube, which is where most people watch. So
what did you talk about last week? Do you remember?
I was super awkward. It was a really weird episode. Like, okay. I couldn't put my thoughts together. I remember I walked out and I was like, I think that was my worst episode in a long time.
I do kind of remember that.
So, I'm not advertising to watch last week's episode. It wasn't good. I'm just letting you know, like, it was just an off day. It was just a super off day.
Do I need to sit forward?
No, you're doing great, bud.
Thanks, bud. Really great time, pal.
Okay. So, we got a few people watching. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. And Kelly, hi. And Kim, Marcus, thanks, guys. All the regulars are here, which is fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to start today's episode just by giving a recap in case someone's watching that's new to the channel or didn't watch all the way from the beginning or hasn't, only started watching a few months ago when we became foster parents. Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So this channel started more than 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
And you've only missed like 3 Mondays.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Right. It happened while I was furloughed from work, and I had this idea because I had gotten very into the live streaming community that I wanted to share our story going through infertility, and we were just getting going with IUI, IVF. Well, basically, we were 2 years into trying to get pregnant, and we were about to, it's like right before we did IUI.
Yeah, because one of your first non-live videos was the kind of compilation you put together of the different visits.
Yeah. And I had done some edited videos, and it kind of was like, all right, let's complement this with weekly updates that I'll do live. And the live is nice because I can interact with the people watching. And the idea was that it would kind of be a support, a Q&A, but really all it's become is a whole bunch of people who are awesome that watch and just get my weird weekly updates about my life. But I did include in detail what we were going through as far as the infertility stuff.
Yep.
Now, we did 2 rounds of IUI and a round of IVF, and none of those worked. And that was back in 2021. In the cycle after our failed IVF, we got pregnant naturally. which apparently happens. It's not uncommon, is what the doctor told us. I don't hear those stories a lot, but I was one of those stories. So we were excited, and this is the hard part. I hate talking about this part, but it's part of our journey.
Exactly.
It's part of
it's
a
good
lot
to
of...
normalize it.
Absolutely.
Maybe not normalize it, but you know what I mean.
No, that is a good
is that the
word.
right way to put it?
Absolutely. Because a lot of people go through it, and a lot of people don't talk about it because it's hard to talk about. It's not something you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me too. Anyway, so we had a miscarriage. It was about 10 weeks into the pregnancy, but the baby had stopped growing at about 7 weeks, 5 days to be exact.
About roughly, give or take, an hour or two.
So that was devastating. Bert and I had to do a lot of healing.
Still are.
And still are, honestly. I mean, this necklace was a gift from Bert that I never took off since the day he gave it to me as a reminder of that baby that we had for such a short amount of time that we never got to meet, but meant so much to us.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're gonna don't. he gets emotional quick, so don't you start crying because I'll start crying. Okay, don't. Okay. So fast forward, we did a lot of grieving and a lot of healing, and we kept trying naturally. We decided IVF, going through another cycle, that was not for us. That in itself, if you go back and watch all those episodes and everything, it was a journey.
Yeah, that took an emotional toll, a physical toll. Took a lot of tolls.
It did.
Yeah.
Some people are fine doing it multiple times. We decided as a couple we did not want to go through that journey again. So we kept trying naturally, and that in itself, I talk about the hope monster and how evil that can be. So like every single month, we would try and do it around the right time and do everything we were supposed to do, and we were healthy and gave up alcohol and, we did everything we could. We are advanced age, technically, so that's all right.
I didn't say it.
All right.
As Amani would say.
Yeah. I'm going to be 40 this year, so I'm considered advanced maternal age. And there was a point where I said, you know what, Bert, I can't take it anymore. And it was actually almost a fight. Like in my mind, I was really upset because you almost yelled at me. We don't yell at each other. But he's like, I'm never going to give up hope.
It's true.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
Stand by it.
Yeah. So that was tough. That was a lot of therapy sessions, let me tell you. I talked to my therapist about that a lot, and I had to live with his hope and my giving upness. I was done. I was like, let's just have sex for fun. Let's just focus on our couple and being happy, and kind of just accept that we may have a life where we don't have children of our own. We looked into adoption. We shared a few episodes about an interview we did with an agency. I talked to a lot of friends about that, and we were about to figure out how to afford that because that's very expensive.
Was that an agency, or was that it was like a consulting?
It was a consulting company.
Yeah,
right?
like it wasn't even the actual agency. They directed you to the agencies, right? And
that's right.
Walked you through the process.
It was a service that helped connect you with agencies that would be a good fit for you.
That's what it was, yeah.
RGA Adoption, and I do highly recommend them. RG Adoption?
I don't remember what it was.
I think it's RG Adoption.
They were very professional, very understandable, their understanding of the whole, whole process.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I didn't realize how process involved it really is.
Adoption is its own journey that we were about to fill out paperwork for, and then also, when did we start the whole? Probably over a year ago.
It's been over a year. We started in the spring of last year.
Training. We started training last March.
Because it's like 4 months?
Yes. So we applied to become foster parents in late 2021. Like probably November, December, we filled out the application with DCFS in Illinois. Had an initial interview and then started our training in early 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Got our license in May last year.
It was almost your birthday, right? It was right after or right before?
Something like that. And then got our first placement in
June
or July. June or July. Who only stayed with us for 4 days. Adorable set of sisters. And, we were like, okay, we've got our first fostering experience under our belt. We talked about how challenging even that was. Bert was very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have panic attacks when we would get the calls to take foster kids. And we finally said, look, we either need to do this or not do this. And we ended up taking 3 siblings, who we thought were going to be an emergency placement just for 2 weeks. And we still, to this day, have one of those siblings living with us, who I talk about, I believe, on a weekly basis now. She is our daughter. We treat her as our own. She is special, and we love her. And she's not our child. She is still our foster child, but she
may not be blood, but she's still
family.
Our daughter.
Yeah, she's family. And she considers us family. And we have learned what family is, by going through this experience. And family can be so many things. And I'm not going to get into that whole rabbit hole and everything, but I think that's one of the biggest things we've learned from all this.
Yeah.
So adoption, fostering, who your blood relatives are versus who raises you. Family is whoever your family feels like, and can change throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now brings us to present day. We've shared a lot about our foster daughter living here.
Mm-hmm.
And we've we mentioned our loss earlier from being pregnant, and so I hope you forgive us, but I've been withholding information from you since December. But Bert and I are actually miraculously pregnant and expecting a baby in August. By birth.
It's out in the world.
Yes.
Take it back.
It's weird to say this and not be able to hear or see any reactions because it's a live stream. But this is, I don't know. We're putting it out there into the world.
Yes.
You just said. So that, we see your comments coming in right now. I'll get to them in just a moment. But just to kind of wrap all this up with a pretty little bow.
Well, no pun intended.
We do know. You want to share what it is?
Sure. It's a little baby girl. Very excited. Yeah. We just have to figure out which Arsenal player to name her after. So we'll see.
You're gonna jinx them.
No.
You're gonna jinx them. So anyway, there were 2 reasons really that we kind of held on to this, which is that we have our daughter here that we're focusing on right now. She's 13 years old. We signed up to take care of her, and that was our main focus. And the second thing is we learned from our first time of being pregnant and loss that we did not want to have to update people if we lost this baby again. So now that we are well into we're 16 weeks today, baby's looking healthy. I'm doing very well. We're excited.
Too. In case you're all wondering, which I assume you are.
You want to show them a bump? I love you.
Sympathy weight, Lynn. It's called sympathy weight.
Right.
A sympathy bump.
Sympathy bump. So things are going really well. So anyway, we'll get to the comments. And is there anything else you want to include? I did all the talking.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's your show. I'm just along for the ride, kind of like your show. You're showing, and I'm along for the ride. Yes,
that's true. I am showing, and the doctor says that's normal. It's okay. Yeah, we have some great comments here. We have got some questions. I'm going to get to them too. So thank you for listening to this update. All right, let's jump into this. And I really, really appreciate everybody hanging in here and listening, and being so supportive. This journey has, I rebranded the channel, because we had moved completely away from trying. Like, this all came out of fun sex.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what they say. I know, and everyone's going to tell me to. As soon as you stop trying, that's when it happens. Yeah. So anyway, okay. All right. So, all right. Thank you guys. All these congratulations and celebrations.
It's a big surprise, right, Kelly? You knew before me, so.
Kelly was the one person I confided in. I needed one person, and she was my secret keeper, and I am very thankful she was so good at keeping our secret. Lauren, thanks so much. I've actually wanted to reach out to you. I was like, oh, we have a photographer lined up. Well, not lined up. I got to book her. So, and my parents found out we shared with them, I think 4 weeks ago.
About a month ago, yeah, I'd say.
The hard part was that we knew at Christmas time, and we kept it a secret at Christmas. And so many people in our pregnancy group were like telling people at Christmas, and I'm like, nope, I gotta wait.
We found little sneaky ways to get away with it, like New Year's, where you opened one drink and I drank it. So when people weren't looking, it worked really well.
Elliot had his comment queued up ever since we started streaming today. I called a few people. We did call a few friends and tell them ahead of time. It's just weird with the live stream, like how you want. Anyway, I'm going to skip all that part. It's just hard. I don't know, because like I wanted some people to hear it straight from us in person and like be able to give them a chance to give us their reaction in person.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, through a live stream, it's harder because we can't hear. We can see their comments. But.
True. No, I understand what you mean.
But I mean, if I had the time, guys, I'd probably call out and one-on-one, just call every single viewer.
Some people we tried to call, they didn't answer, didn't call back.
That's true. Yep. If you had a missed call from us in the past few days.
You already put that.
Yep, I did. Thank you, Marcus, so much. Yep, sweet baby girl is what we're having, Amy. The chat gets to name the baby, of course.
Not a chance, Marcus.
Oh my God, Marcus, do you want to know the first name that Bert told me he wanted to name the baby? It is a Lord of the Rings character.
Galadriel Hicks. Come on. Should be a warrior princess.
Go ahead. Put your comments in about that one. Had to let the sex for fun comment pass to be the first. Elliot, you're too funny. Oh, God. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, she does know. We told her she was she was after family, but the first out of everybody else to know.
Yeah.
We sat her down. She thought she was in trouble. It was actually pretty funny the day we told her. She's like, "What'd I do?" And I'm like, "What did you do?" But I wasn't sure how she'd react. We weren't sure how she'd react. And surprisingly, she was really excited.
Yeah.
The one thing she was really upset about was that she was hoping it'd be a boy and not a girl.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was very excited, which was nice.
Olivia, thank you so much.
I was thinking about you the other day, Olivia. All those Vogue commercials.
Oh, gosh. Yes, this is why I had to wear Bert's pants a few weeks ago. My belly started to expand just a tiny bit, but not enough to wear maternity pants. So I found that Bert's pants were just a couple inches bigger than mine, so it was perfect. It'd be nice if the channel took off now. I don't know that it really will, but we'll see. We'll see. Kelly pretending to be shocked over here. Lauren, yes to all the photos. Oh my gosh. Oh, they think they can do better than Galadriel, Bert.
Ooh. If you can find another Lord of the Rings character that's better than Galadriel, I'll challenge you to that.
And Elliot, to be fair, I mean, we were having sex for fun for many years before we dealt with infertility. There's some old episodes you can go back on that I talked about it the whole time, I'm sure. Yeah, we're really glad that she's happy, and we're really, like, it's nice too because when we told her, because I had the first trimester been very nauseous, like every day, just curled up on the couch, like not
lots of ginger tea.
We had to rely on the ginger tea big time. And then she just thought I was sick a lot. And so when we told her, and I'm like, this is kind of why I've been sick, she's like, oh, it makes all the sense now. But she's been extremely, I don't know, like life is normal. I don't get the vibe that she feels like she's being replaced or anything like that.
We've also made it very clear that that's not the case. Like, this was not planned. This has nothing to do with, our relationship with you. You are still a part of our family and always will be.
Right.
She said she's going to come back and take care of us when we're old and then put us in an old folks home. So I think we're going all right.
She also thinks for some reason she's going to inherit our house and like all of our belongings. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yes. And yes, Kelly has donated maternity pants to me, which I'm very thankful for. She gave me 4 pairs. 2 of them I've been wearing nonstop. The other 2 aren't quite a right fit yet, but we'll see what happens.
Where's your sweatshirt?
Oh, I'll wear it next time.
Okay. Now you can wear it on.
Bert gave me a sweatshirt for Valentine's Day that I'll wear next week for you. I don't know that we've actually updated everyone about. So, as far as Imani goes, we don't know for sure. Nothing's for sure, but there might be a change that has nothing to do with us becoming pregnant. But DCFS does prioritize family over foster. So there's a small chance she'll be leaving us after school completes in June. Did I say small chance? There's a chance.
I would call it a mid chance.
A mid to large chance.
Yeah.
Well, medium to well. Anyway, that she'll be leaving us to go live with family. So we'll keep you updated when things become a little bit more official. Right now, it's all just a possibility.
We've got court coming up at some point this month where I think we'll learn a lot more about how the process is going, because they still have to get approved by their local agency and all that stuff. So lots to still do as far as we know. What
we've learned with fostering is things can change very quickly, and things that they tell you are going to happen may not happen at all. So
the way I think I told you the other day how I described it, information doesn't flow through us or flows around us, and then we just kind of hear it from different places.
It's true.
So it's kind of like listening like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But being foster parents, like I would do it all over again. And I think our idea with welcoming a baby, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we'll probably put our home on hold with DCFS, get our family started, and then when the time is right, continue being foster.
Yeah, we'll start having discussions about it when we feel a little bit more settled.
That's right.
Even though I'm sure parents on here right now are telling us we'll never feel settled again. But
that's true.
That's our initial plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to cancel our membership. I almost said membership. Our license or anything like that. We'll continue to meet our hours requirements and for training and everything.
As far as I know, I think we've already met them for like our next renewal, which is in 4 years.
Yeah. But I mean, I also, if we see a class that looks like it might be beneficial, go for it.
Yeah. So anyway, we're fostering is still a thing for us.
Absolutely.
Laura, hey, thanks so much. Yep, I am 16 weeks and 1 day technically today. So well into the second trimester and starting to feel a lot better. Just still tired from time to time. I get a little winded quicker than I used to.
Yeah. Can't play sports anymore.
My doctor said to stop playing sports as of 2 weeks ago, which I really, really miss soccer.
Could have used you in broom ball.
And I missed broom ball, the championship, or the semifinals. And yeah, it's been really tough to watch the soccer team from the sidelines.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What else has changed? Oh, a big part of it is, I don't know. Those of you that have been pregnant, you probably can, I didn't know this was a thing, but your round ligaments and the pain that comes with that's what I've been dealing with lately. So I'm just a little bit slower to move and careful with my movements, so I'm not, I don't know, jolting that and triggering the pain there. Thanks, Marcus. to be tired for the next years, yes. I don't know. Kind of one of the blessings, too, is we have so many friends that are ahead of us, and have all the great advice and all the hand-me-downs, and I feel like we're, just as supported, if not more supported, as we move into this new phase of our life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy. I do take daily walks, and I do find most days it helps, but there's some days where I'm just like, I think I overdid it, so I just have to find what that limit is with walking. But yeah, I'm figuring out my changing body, and as soon as I think I've got it figured out, some new things pop up. So yeah, I can still play chess. So I love video games. I love board games, and yes, I'm still down for all the games. And plenty of that. All that. Okay, cool. The sweet spot. Yeah. I know, and I was going to start doing yoga and stuff, and actually a friend of mine was like, actually yoga, you get, they emphasize the stretching, and sometimes that's too much. So there's actually some, I think I've talked about this app in the past that I use called Fit On. They have a prenatal and a postnatal, like a whole collection of workouts. So I think I'm going to stick to those. They're nice and short, 15, 20 minutes tops, and still keep my body moving and active. But yeah, trying to stay as me as possible, but also accepting the changes. Yeah. So this is exciting, and it feels kind of like I was stressed out all day about like how I was going to say all this, and I don't know why I was stressed.
It's big news to put out in the world, and yeah, we've learned a lot about trauma and things like that through our classes. So sometimes it feels like it's a little bit putting it out on other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
babe. Wow.
My therapy's paying off.
That was pretty deep. Did you guys get that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for the support. We are keeping this like on our channel here. Like you guys have been, our audience has been so supportive of our journey that I went over at the beginning of the episode. And I feel bad that I couldn't keep you like updated in real time with things, but again, this is a safe space for us to share this, and I don't think we're making this Facebook official yet, even though I know it's on our Baby Talk Facebook, but we're not putting this on our socials.
It's our Baby Talk page?
Well,
do I get a say in it? I see. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand how much, if I'm getting kickbacks or whatnot, 50%.
I'm the one getting the kickbacks. Get it? Not yet, but.
Boo.
Anyways, so, but yes, if you can, do keep your congratulations and chatter about this stuff here or directly to us if you are Facebook friends with us. So I'm not sure when we'll be ready to tell the whole world, though I know that this is out to the whole world to see, but they have to find it. It's a scavenger hunt. Thank you guys so much.
Mike Morris. Hey, Mike Morris.
Thank you, Amy, so much. And thanks, Mom. We aim to be adorable.
No, we don't aim to. We just do it. It's natural.
We know it's a good episode when Paul Burke shows up. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. The giggling gave it away. Well, maybe the title was a little bit teasing,
What's
too.
What's the title?
Back to Baby Talk.
Oh, yeah, that does kind of a little bit.
I wanted to make sure people tuned into this one.
I see. Did you mention a special guest?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did.
That's me, right? Not her. Or both of us?
Maybe I had two special guests today, I suppose.
So you should have said that would have been good.
I have two special guests?
Yeah.
No.
That would have been, yep.
I can edit it.
There you go.
Okay, guys. Well, I guess this is the episode. I don't know. Do you have any questions for us? If you want to throw your name suggestions out now or, over the next, what did Kelly say, 24 weeks to go?
That's all. Then you got this.
Sure, you can give us the name suggestions. Most people like to give us a variation of their own name, which I think is pretty cute. I have a mocktail tonight.
Should do Kylie. I'm going to do Kylie.
Kylie?
Fit in with the trend.
Yeah. I don't think I said that I was going to have Bert specific.
You did last week.
Oh, I did last week. Yes. It is a girl. It's a girl, Laura. Yeah. Carbon. Like carbon copy. It is a little mini me. I thought about naming her like Linda or Linnea. Linny.
Galadriel.
Amelia. Here it goes. And then you guys remember Spark would watch sometimes, and he would always be real quick to be like, do not name your kid after a movie character or a character from a book.
Yeah.
Or actors.
He was pretty adamant about that.
He would be real disappointed if it turned out to be Galadriel.
He might have been the first non-family member we told. I think he was.
Yeah.
And he was very confused when you said we were expecting. He's like, expecting what?
Yeah.
What are you expecting to happen?
Oh, that's fun. Proga? Pregnant? Yoga?
I thought he was saying Progba,
I
the
wasn't,
soccer player.
yeah, it took me a second.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up while we're on a high note here before things get weird and
It's just a matter of time.
Oh, it's all right. We're going to go have some dinner, and we'll be back next week, and we'll give more updates about how things are going. And also, I mean, like, this whole episode today could have been an entire episode about how awesome of parents we are.
I mean, yeah. We didn't even talk about everything that happened then last week.
We did not. Teaser for next week. We had a call from the school and had to deal with things immediately and meet with the principal, and
tune in next week for more.
Tune in next week for how we went from, oh crap, we're the worst parents ever, to we got this.
Soft. We're not soft.
That's right.
I'm a little soft, but not that soft.
You want to get parents to act and do something, call them soft and see how they react. That's what happened to us.
Mr. Bell.
Anyway, that's a teaser. All right, guys, have a great week. I hope that our news brings you some joy. And if you are still on your journey to becoming parents, I guess I can say this now with 100% confidence. Don't lose hope.
Keep doing it. I thought that's what you were going to say. No, yeah, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope is better.
You went the dirty route. I love it. All right. That was a sexual comment, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It was.
All right, don't lose hope. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Thanks, guys, so much. Love you, too. Bye.